Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We are back again.
Yes.
Am I that demanding, guys? I am the one who knocks. Mom, I love it. We all have great mugs.
Bitch.
The one that Kim has is actually from a fan, so thank you so much for that.
Thank
We do
you.
love fan mail, guys. If you want to send us
We
anything,
love-
no pressure, but we do get excited,
yes.
and we
See
show it on the
Jimmy?
channel. But if we see Jesse, did you say Jimmy? Jesse?
Jesse Mark.
Jesse. Excuse me, I said Jimmy.
You know why? Because of Jimmy McGill. I knew
That's
it.
right.
Jimmy and Jesse, my face.
But I gotta say that Ryan started watching Breaking Bad, so now and again I'll watch it with him, like a little bit late at night.
Oh my God.
And it's so
that's
fun
great.
watching some of the episodes over again because we freaked out so much from.
jeez.
We were blind
Oh,
watching
well,
Breaking
yes.
Bad on this channel, so you can go back and check that out if you haven't seen. I'm sure you did if you're watching this with us. And there were so many things I didn't miss, but things make a lot more sense. Where I'm like, wow, because we always try to see things in a broader spectrum or something. Where again, I don't want to spoil anything if you guys haven't seen Breaking Bad, but like Walt's character was more straightforward. Where I was more like, oh, well, he's doing this because of this and blah, blah, blah. So it was just interesting to see, like, his path, you know, second time around. Although I've only seen a few episodes, you know, secondhand, so really cool. Anyways, this episode's called Klick. I see Kim in the picture, and I'm going to move away because I don't want to see what the description says.
They're going to click the ad on again.
That's what I'm thinking. So with
His
Nails...
ad.
That's right.
With his ad with the flag, we saw an
my
episode
gosh.
or two ago where Jimmy was looking at, I guess it was HHM's commercial, right? That had a flag behind it. You know how he gets mad and he copies HHM?
Oh, yes, it is.
So I think that's why he did it. It's all patriotic too, but I think it's more of like a spiteful thing.
Yeah,
So
probably.
he's so good at conning people.
He was in the
just how
middle of the
talks to
night and he
people.
just got through seeing Davis and Maine. And then
That was the one, yeah,
They did
right.
the anthem after that.
Because they were like together in that HHM in the other place. So this
Oh
was,
my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's like, what? And Jimmy had
I'm
such a good commercial for it. He really did, but they wanted to do something more corporate, I guess.
Right,
So
more-
just to be like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
not under my thumb,
not
but like,
swaying anything, yeah.
Wonder how Chuck's gonna be. He
That's
fainted
right.
on his head.
I'm really
Who called
worried about him.
911?
But, yeah.
I'm really worried about him. Yeah, because Jimmy really cares for him, and again, we're rooting for Jimmy, but it was still bad, like
Yeah,
what
it
he
was
did,
bad.
and how obsessed Chuck is about, having the truth because. He was screwed over. He's not good to Jimmy, but Jimmy also digs his own hole. But now that Chuck is injured, I really thought he might have died there because he hit his head really
he
hard.
did.
And Jimmy, it was
hard.
hard for Jimmy even to go in before he got hit because he can tell that the electricity was really bothering.
Yeah, he was worrying
That's
about
right,
that.
yeah.
He does
Yeah.
really care for
Yeah.
him.
He does.
So
And
It does. Oh.
we were talking about last time, but do you guys think Jimmy called the police then? Because I can't believe they were just saying, "Are you
I
okay?
really-
Here's your napkin." Like, what? He just smacked his head on the freaking counter.
I think
No,
Ernie will.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Hopefully,
will,
Ernie
because
will.
Ernie
slow,
really
too.
wanted him out right
Yeah.
off the bat. He's like, "Come
Yeah.
on, I think this is,
I have a feeling Jimmy probably did call. I really hope he
Yeah,
didn't.
because
though, 'cause I
knowing
think that's
Jimmy and
gonna
how he feels about it.
be the
Chuck.
evidence they need.
And
or
that's sad
something.
because he called 911 for his friend in the alley. Remember
Mm-hmm.
when his friend had the heart attack?
Yeah.
He
Oh,
called
That's
God,
right.
look all the
Yeah.
bad things that are
Mhm.
I
happening.
know, I
Oh,
know.
So anywho, I think we should get
boy.
into it because I must know what happens. I need to know
We're
if Chuck's
anxious,
okay.
yeah.
And
Yeah. Yes.
And Mike with his $250,000.
yeah.
Oh, yes.
Woohoo!
From
He
the
knows how to
tire.
get the money for sure.
Yeah.
I know. And how he messes with people. So I'm curious how he and Nacho were going to be. I mean, if
Oh, yeah.
Mike keeps doing this, because now it goes deeper because of what Mike did. Another innocent bystander who was trying to help
Yes.
got killed.
Mhm.
That's
So
right.
now I feel like he's going to do more there. But I guess we'll find out. I really do like the show. It's definitely a lot of fun.
Okay.
210.
Father Brady's in the chapel. Just
Uh-oh.
push the call button if you want to see him.
This looks like an old flashback, yeah.
Oh, I was going to
Because
say.
the coloring. Something's going to happen right when they
Jimmy,
leave.
you want to eat? Go eat. I'll bring you something. Roast beef, no tomato, Italian on the side.
There's all the details always.
Okay, be right back.
Oh,
Jimmy.
Oh, Mom, let me shut up.
oh no.
Jimmy.
Oh, darn,
no.
just left.
No.
No, don't
Oh, whoa.
I'm sorry. She has that DNR. Charles, is there anyone you want us to call?
Oh my God.
That's horrible.
Hey,
Hey, you hear him, right?
Chuck won't say a word. Too.
Chuck! Hey, Chuck! Chuck, where's Mom? What happened?
She's gone.
Did she wake up? Did she say anything?
No, he's not gonna say. He won't say.
He won't tell him.
No.
God.
Oh, he's going in there. Oh, he's gonna go over in there. Oh,
Ernie, get out here!
See, he even went that
Oh,
extreme
see,
to go
so-
in.
Back tomorrow will be half price.
oh, wow.
Chuck?
Now he's in serious trouble.
Jimmy is a good brother. He shows right there.
Buddy?
I mean, he did screw him over, but yeah, he cares about his health.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
He's gonna say something. Oh, the lights.
Buzz, buzz. Okay, then that one shut off.
Oh,
Whoa, no.
gosh.
Oh no, the bright lights again. Oh, jeez, that's. Oh my gosh. How is he gonna be able to go? I think Jimmy would tell him.
Hypersensitivity to electricity.
Oh, he's not listening.
Lisa's talking. That's good.
Just this angle.
Oh, jeez.
You need to cooperate with us. This is going to be very easy.
Oh, the poor guy. They need to talk to Jimmy.
Oh,
Just keep your head down.
Oh.
oh my God.
How's he doing?
Can't know for sure until we do those tests.
You won't do.
Chuck is once again refusing these tests because they
the
involve
same
being
doctor, right?
bombarded by electricity. His words.
Let me be the one to tell him.
Yeah. Yeah, you just have to tell him that.
Sorry.
You might say he
not
might not
sedated.
want anything to do with Jimmy.
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Well, if it isn't Johnny on the spot.
What does that mean?
Doesn't want Jimmy there.
Just push
Yeah, he doesn't.
He wants a witness.
And yet you were there.
Oh, see.
Chuck, can we,
There's only one way. You could have gotten there so quickly. You never left. Just want to have a laugh at my expense.
No, yeah, no.
I called Jimmy earlier before I picked you up. He showed up when he did because I called him. I
Oh.
was worried about
Oh,
you, and I
okay.
just...
a temporary.
Temporary emergency guardianship. Well, you finally got me where you want me.
It's not what he was intending. Hey.
Hey, Ernie. How come you said that about calling me?
He's really out to get you, Jimmy, and you're my friend.
Oh,
Thanks.
oh,
Oh, God.
oh, jeez.
What the heck? That's their driver. So they're going to get rid of the driver as a loose end? Is that what they're doing? I thought it was like Chuck's experience for a second
Son
going
of a
through
gun.
stuff. Then he was taped and looked
Not
at
just hating us.
his mic.
Ugh.
It's deeper and deeper. Oh, he's turning around.
Wow.
We'll have you in and out of radiology before you know it, all right?
He's so worked up.
Oh, this is gonna be so loud.
Oh, boy.
I've never had one, knock on wood.
You should give him like an eye mask or something.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Earphone.
Yeah.
Earphones would probably freak him out.
So much
Keep your eyes
for
closed.
him. Oh.
Give me Jimmy. Give me Jimmy.
Gimme,
Oh, come here, Jimmy.
in short supply these days.
That's great.
Trust.
Chuck, hey,
Is he
buddy.
in a coma?
It's me. They said everything
No, he
looks
said-
good, so let's get you out of here.
Sound
What do you
right
say?
out.
He's not blinking.
It's not talking.
We think it's a state of self-induced catatonia.
Always with the we. I
Don't
think
attack.
you fried his brain with that machine. Jimmy,
No.
sorry,
it's
this is bullshit.
just a shock.
Matter of time. Fine then. I'll wait. Right here.
Because of what happened with his mom, too. He doesn't
Nothing
wanna
doing,
leave.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, so he's actually
How
going to
many
get guns
rounds
this
have gone
time?
through the tube? Send it. Hit. Center hit.
Wow.
Wow.
Ah, it's on the house.
The house. He's really nice to him.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Oh, one last thing.
Samurai sword. Kidding.
No offense.
In the middle of nowhere.
What happens in the middle of nowhere?
Right.
Like, ooh, don't find yourself there.
How long was I out for? What was it? 20 hours? And next order of business, get you the hell out of here.
It's a huge bullet. That's a huge freaking bullet.
Sure is.
making him dig his own grave. How patient he is. He takes a shot. Wow.
Well, that's a
He wouldn't try to
long
shoot.
one. It's big.
We gotta get to watch it.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
target
Yes.
right there.
Is this how Tio ends up in a wheelchair?
He wants
have
to
to
get
get Tio.
Hector.
Yeah, Hector.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know what the heck. Oh,
Get
wait a
both
minute.
of
Whoa. Whoa, that's
You can't go until Nacho moves. So close. Come on, move.
fun.
Oh, God.
Not your move.
He's like sacrifice.
Everything's perfect
Okay.
except that.
Bang!
Oh,
Oh, that was, oh, wow.
He was doing crime anyways, but...
Nope, he's gonna miss it.
God, this is terrible. I hate it. I mean, they're bad people.
I can't. Okay.
It would have been perfect.
Oh, jeez.
If he takes a shot, they're all gonna come out and find him.
Hector just something, right? You said 160.
Jim's beeping.
Just, I can't make jump.
Something with his car. They know that he's there.
Oh, my. Oh, wow.
They're gonna come out and investigate.
No!
Shut up.
Someone put a stick there.
Oh, yeah. Someone did
Someone
that.
And that's a
there.
signal.
Oh, whoa, careful.
No, don't.
Oh, boy. It's,
Like that just happened.
yeah. Goose.
He gets Nacho back in the house. Like, how long was he there waiting? So
Wow,
who did
yeah.
that?
Oh, client.
Oh, it's over there. Okay.
Yourself a wonderful day, Mr. Collins.
Nice.
Yep, looking sharp.
I want coffee, but I do not want cream.
Hey, Julie, it's
Oh
me.
boy. Oh boy.
Pretty encouraging.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Just Chuck quitting.
I'll take it in.
I know why you're here. We can discuss it later.
Right now, I'm busy. Goodbye.
Who does he have in there?
Don't break in.
Hey.
Ooh. Oh, he's going back to his bad ways. Oh, this is going to be way worse than before.
So, Chuck,
Oh, wow.
what's up?
He's going to have a whole suit.
You got a little project going on?
Wow.
Even the wind. Wow, look at all that work.
Oh, jeez.
So you retired, not just from HHM, but the law? How are you going to retire before you get me disbarred, before you run me out of town on a rail, huh? I'll be the only McGill carrying the family name. You can't have that.
I can't do the job anymore.
What do you mean? Of course you can do the job.
Simple, nothing little bank address.
Oh,
1216
yes.
instead of
Oh.
1261.
Oh, that.
My mind. It
Jimmy's
used
gonna
to be,
start feeling guilty.
it all used to work, and now it doesn't anymore.
Guilt.
Oh, gee.
What if I told you you didn't make a mistake?
This is bad. If you say something, you can get in serious trouble.
I changed 1261 to 1216. It was me.
Wow,
It's
he's
Oh,
insane
yeah,
how you
something
got
like that. Yeah.
every
I had a feeling he'd be
detail
guilty about it.
exactly
He's gonna
right.
turn around.
Hmm.
I am saying it to make you feel better. Sure shit wouldn't be telling you otherwise.
He's gonna get ticked now.
Yes. It's the truth.
You do realize you just confessed to a felony?
I guess. But you feel better, right?
Oh,
Besides, it's your word against mine.
unless he had a recording there.
Oh, you're
Oh, he
kidding
did.
me.
My
has
God,
it.
he did. Oh, he played. Oh my goodness. He knew Jimmy would feel guilty. Oh,
With the battery. That's
boy,
why he
Jimmy.
covered everything.
Oh,
He did all
oh
of
my
that. He was
God.
acting.
Whoa.
He was
Oh,
acting.
Yeah, that's right.
Man.
Jimmy felt.
He went
He was
great
feeling
lengths.
guilty.
Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy, you're not
He did all of that. So now he screwed Jimmy.
Oh my God.
Your word against mine.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, we were joking. I was like, there's no way he did that because electricity, but an old school one, I guess.
Yeah.
And he was covering it, like you said. Holy crap.
Yeah, you must have
I was
had.
thinking, I said,
That's
whoa,
why he
maybe
covered
take it.
everything, because he had the
Oh,
batteries
gee.
going, because he's probably what?
Yeah. Ooh, that's not
Don't put
good for
batteries in.
Jimmy.
Oh, man.
Hopefully he did something wrong. I know Jimmy shouldn't have done that, but I'm so rooting for Jimmy still. And
but you know what?
He cares so much about him.
You can't tape someone without their knowledge, their consent.
Certain states you can.
Yes. So I wonder back in whenever this was made or whenever this is set in.
And he didn't know about him taping him.
Yeah, and what location you're in, it might be okay. So I don't know. I'm assuming because he knows his rights, I'm assuming that him doing it, you know, it's probably legal there. I'm assuming, but I'm sure you guys will let us know too. So thank you.
And then he might turn it around to him saying, now that I got you on, you know, on tape, you have to quit doing a lot. He's going to bribe him in some way.
But yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm very curious because
he's going to use it. I don't think he's going to do anything legal.
He's always by the book, and he won't make him, because last time when Jimmy confronted him about that and said, just tell me, and it is against the law to do that, to make someone renounce. So if he bribes him, that's still illegal. So I don't think Chuck will do that, but who knows? Because he even acted, again, this isn't legal or illegal what he did, but he did lie to his brother to get him to talk. Like, he did this whole thing, like freaking out, almost crying, breaking down. Like, that was all acting. And here, like, he's putting up all this foil that, you know, whatever that stuff is, just to, you know, just make a point that he's going crazy.
And do the,
and locking the door.
Do the resignation letter.
Yeah. And not even letting Jimmy in right away, because he knew Jimmy cares so much that he's going to stay there and keep trying to get in.
Yep.
So he even called his bluff on that. Like, that's insane, like, how far he went to make his point.
Way too much.
And he said everything he needed to say. You realize what you just confessed is a felony. Yes, but it's your word against mine.
Yes.
Ouch.
Oh, yeah, it's on tape, so no.
Well, he gets out somehow later if he does go back to jail, just because of Breaking Bad. But I'm kind of hoping Chuck has, even though he was screwed over, or how they said, I don't want to say it, but rat fudged. But, like, what? I mean, Kim's probably going to get in trouble, too. I don't know.
Kim didn't know.
She didn't know. No, she did not know, so.
But they're in the same building, and I know their businesses are
but
different.
She didn't know.
That's right.
And Chuck knows that she didn't know.
Yeah,
but
I just get worried because she always gets screwed over, and here before she didn't know, and she still got screwed over by HHM. They still punished her.
That's right, yeah.
So I feel like something might happen on
and
her end.
And it looks like his business is doing very well. He had a full waiting room waiting for him.
Yeah.
So it looked like business was good. He got the advertisement out there, but he did do very well for his brother. He just did that temporary emergency guardianship. He didn't do anything else. He just wanted him to get tested, make sure he's good, and get him out. I mean, that does show to Chuck that Jimmy does care about him, truly cares about him.
And also Jimmy telling Chuck the truth and things like that, and regardless of how he was going to get in trouble, you know, so it shows that he really cares for him.
He does,
so
yeah.
Chuck might realize, you know.
I mean, and that really means a lot too, right from the start when he just ran into the print shop to, you know, make sure he was okay.
And call 911.
Like,
so
still
apparently
no one reacted.
Was calling.
No one was freaking calling, and that was more extreme. I did not think he was going to run back in, but the fact that it's your brother, you really do care for him. Like, of course you're going to react and just run in. I get that, but I just did not see that happening, so I was shocked. I really thought he was going to find a phone somewhere and just make a call.
Yeah, I thought he was going to call 911 and then find out who called 911. I thought Chuck was going to find out that way.
Yeah,
call 911.
Jimmy was just thinking about Chuck and his well-being and not Jimmy, so.
Yeah.
You know, I have to give him credit.
He caused all these bad things to happen. You know, he did not want it to happen. Yeah. But it's crazy too with how obsessive Chuck gets, to the point where he injured himself. He was freaking the heck out. Like, that's really unhealthy too. Like, yes, he was right. He's very smart, and he knew it from the start that Jimmy did all this, and he was to a T correct. But to actually freak out to that point, you know, just to harass people, and even though he was lying,
to get that confession.
That's right, you know,
it's really bad.
Great lengths to get a confession.
That even shows his personality with his disease, where he overthinks and tries, even though it does actually affect him, he freaks out everyone around him because he's like, oh yeah, you don't think I have this? And he induces himself into a coma or whatever. Like, he makes this stuff happen to himself to show that he is sick. You know,
20
and
hours.
He is sick, but
He
it's
is.
not it's not the exact sickness he thinks it is. So he is so in control and manipulating that he just even convinces himself this is how it is. If you don't believe it, you know, all of a sudden reaction, he's in a coma or just freaks out.
He definitely, he has deep jealousy. He's always had this thing for Jimmy for years now, ever since, look what happened.
That was so
the
terrible.
father's business, the mother's dead.
Yeah.
He doesn't even tell his brother. Well, on one hand, I can see if they were close, and I wouldn't say, God forbid, the last breath, the last thing the woman says is the sibling's name that just left to go get a bite to eat.
That's right,
You feel horrible. But in this light, he did it on purpose. Like, I have something that you'll never know about,
That's right,
I have a secret that you will never know, that, because it hurts him, because he was there for her.
Yeah.
And she didn't acknowledge it. She just wanted Jimmy.
Yeah, I think, because he was just so mad because they've already had like kind of competition and just very different. And he's very relaxed. And Jimmy, again, he cares a lot, but his personality is just so different from his brother that he just couldn't sit there and it's horrible to say that. You don't know if it's going to be, what is it, today, 3 days from now, you don't know. And we need to eat. We need to stay healthy because you can also make yourself very sick staying there the whole time. I would want to stay there, but I get it. Like, you think going out for a quick bite to eat, coming right back, that
everyone's
you need
different,
sustenance,
though.
that you think it'll be fine. Like, I would think that. I don't know, actually. I thought probably would just stay, but you'd want to send someone out for food, and just in that short time he was gone, she passed. So he kept talking to their mom, and the fact that she just called out Jimmy, I think he was so hurt by that he doesn't want
definitely,
because he could have said something like, oh, I know, and you'll never know, or something, but just because like a pride thing, I feel like he just kept it from him and said, no, she didn't say anything, because he doesn't want him to have that satisfaction, although it's never about that. Because did you notice that Chuck always said, this is what you wanted all along, because he kind of, in my opinion, puts it in his head, because he's the guilty one. Okay, I know he's legally right, Chuck, that he is absolutely following the law exact, but he manipulates to the point where he judges and he trash talks Jimmy, that he just wants to be right all the time, So the fact that he just goes that far to actually convince himself that Jimmy thinks the same way he does. He tries to victimize. Does that make any sense? Like because Chuck is the one, even though I know he cares for Jimmy, he's the one who's like, pamper me, it's all about me, victimize. But then right when it goes to Jimmy, like Jimmy really cares, and it's all about Chuck no matter what. It's never about Jimmy. He did stuff for Kim and stuff, but like he never gets super absorbed about himself. You know what I mean? Like Chuck does. So Chuck tries to use the guilt of how he is himself by blaming Jimmy for being the same way. Like, oh, this is what you always wanted. You wanted to torture me. And
even Ernesto saw how Chuck treated Jimmy. Bad talking about Jimmy all the time. That's what he said.
He says, your brother is really out to get you.
Yep.
And that is a warning, and it's true, apparently so.
I was amazed that he spoke up like that, but it shows you, because he's an innocent bystander in all this, and for him to stick up for Jimmy, because he doesn't really know either of them that well. Like, maybe a little bit. He does care for Chuck.
Well,
but
Chuck calls him Ernesto, calls him formal name.
Yeah.
And it's always Jimmy and Ernie. They're friends. And that's what Ernie said. You're my friend. But I want to tell you, he's out to get you. So
so he probably
Ernie
will, because to go as far as to record that confession and to fake all that, even though, again, it's not illegal what he did, it's still pretty far. Like, they both go to such lengths to prove themselves. They have very big extremes. So I think he will probably take it to court. This is terrible. This is so terrible. I'm glad he's okay. Like, I'm glad that he's physically okay. That I thought, again, like he might have died last episode gravely injured, but he is okay.
He is. And, I'm not saying that Jimmy doesn't do, he does a lot of wrong. There's a lot of gray area. He bends the rules a little bit, and he does break the law. I mean, that is a felony, like Chuck said, but there is valid points where poor Kim, she worked so hard to get the Mesa Verde contract, and just to, pluck her off like that. Chuck went inside HHM went to that meeting, talked to Mesa Verde, got the contract back, and did all that to get back at Kim, which is really getting back
That's
at...
true, yeah, because
That's
they
right,
really
yes.
wanted the
So
money too,
he's-
probably, but
he-
pride too.
Yeah, and just like this episode where he hurt himself on purpose to get a confession out of Jimmy. Like he does these little
They're
things.
both so extreme.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, he
so
does,
the
yeah.
only difference is that Jimmy actually does break the law, but he bends
Yeah.
the truth, and he lies.
Yes.
But Chuck also really bends the truth sometimes.
Manipulates.
He
Yeah.
manipulates, so he's staying
That's right.
legal. But even before, like what you said, Kim, like when he was talking to try to win them back to his company, he's like, she would be a good choice, but, with all these people, you can easily, it's a lot easier to handle because one person can make a mistake or something. But they were making it sound positive, but he was manipulating the conversation to
Yes, he
make them
does.
lean more
Yeah.
towards them. So he does actually
He knows how to work
mess
it.
with people.
Yes, he does it.
Different
he
sides
does
of the
it
law, but it's
legally.
still not right.
Yeah.
Just because they're bending rules and not breaking the law doesn't make
my
it right
gosh, yeah.
either. Yeah. So Kim keeps getting screwed over. So I really hope she'll be okay because
I
she's
hope
probably
she's
going to
okay.
lose, her client now because of this whole thing.
Oh, geez,
And they'll
yeah.
probably go back to him. Who knows? Because either way, they're going to have to find out because it's a legal matter. It's a huge legal matter. And they were, lied to. And then they were sabotaged. So they're going to have to hear about it. And now that Kim is in the same building as Jimmy, I'm sure that her clients are going to be like, screw this. Yeah, he did all this.
Yeah.
We're out of here.
Mm.
So
Oh, boy.
anyways, this
Oh,
sucks.
yes. That doesn't
What
look
about
good.
Mike now too?
Wow,
like,
yeah.
Trying to put the hit on
Whoa. who's
Hector,
that?
and
Yeah.
he couldn't.
Oh, my gosh.
He sees another murder.
Oh, yes.
I thought because I think they said he had like a disease or something. Did they mention that? I don't know. But for him to be in a wheelchair, I kind of thought Mike was going to shoot.
That's what I thought.
I think
And
he
how
wound
they
up
got
having a
paralyzed or
stroke,
something.
and he had a stroke.
Yeah, they said he had a
Nice
stroke
stroke,
or
yeah.
something.
We saw him taking medication.
Yeah.
Like, why
Yes.
would you show a character having
Okay.
medication if that wasn't a thing? Like,
Yeah.
Just to sit there and to watch
plus
the
how much
entire
is it?
time. And like
He was
almost
so
having a clean
close.
shot.
Right, yes.
Like coming down to the
Move.
target like an
Oh
inch
my
away.
God.
Like, he was so perfect, almost like a
Yeah.
really tight group from so far. But yeah, and I'm like, did we actually see Nacho? We haven't seen him in Breaking Bad. So I was kind of like, yeah, I know Saul at the time like mentions Nacho. Yeah, did Nacho send you? So yeah, he would still be alive then. But I was like, oh well, maybe he's gonna actually shoot through Nacho and hurt Tio or Hector.
I think they have a
Respectful.
respect, not a partnership, but a respect for each other.
Mm-hmm.
And who
So
knows?
who did that to his
Yeah.
car? Because I think that was too
Yeah,
much
that's-
time.
It must
Like
have been one of
Nacho-
Nacho's guys, because Nacho has his own little network,
Like, what
like
are
when he
we
was talking
missing?
to the
That's true,
IT
yeah.
guy, because he had another guy, a couple guys with
And
doing
Mike is
that.
so
Yeah.
good. I'm sorry, he just he's so focused and he follows through with everything. Like he doesn't miss a beat. So for someone to follow him without him even knowing,
Oh, yeah.
like he was far
Yeah.
away from his car, and it definitely wasn't Nacho, as we know.
Unless Nacho's been observing him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he
Like
was
having
watching
another guy.
Nacho go into the compound or the property with the, maybe there was someone else watching Mike and told Nacho, hey, this guy, and, because he had the station wagon again,
Yeah, that's right.
came back loaded, so maybe
Well,
one of his guys, without Hector knowing at all, told
Maybe.
Nacho.
I kind of got confused with, I wasn't sure if there was a time jump there or not when Mike drove with them or followed them over to shoot that guy, and then he turned around, and then we jumped to him with that guy who was selling guns, and they were shooting. I thought that was like a before thing.
Okay.
I could be
Oh,
wrong because he
could be.
did turn away, so that could have been in real time or present time.
Okay, so
Mhm.
you mean he saw the guy way before, the guy checking out the guns, the gun
Yeah, like he
dealer.
bought a gun
Okay, yeah.
Before.
and he turned around to find a better location to park his
Oh,
car or
I thought
something.
he was
So I
just
think
tasting
maybe
the
that
joint
happened all at
first.
once. Because if you think about it,
Mm.
I could be wrong, but here they have this guy tied up. They're going to take him to shoot him. So
Yeah,
how
yeah,
long are they really
yeah.
going to wait? You know?
Okay, yes.
Right,
So
yeah.
that's the only reason why I thought that, because I know he's digging his own grave or whatnot, but or whoever was digging the grave. I'm like, that still doesn't take a lot of time for him to go out and get
Yeah.
a gun and try shooting.
No, you're right. Yeah.
So that's
that
why I
had
thought
to
there
have
had to
been.
be a time jump. So the more I think about it, the more I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I'm sure that happened before.
Yes, that makes sense. Absolutely.
But just to be that calm. So we know Nacho may know, and here is an assumption. I please don't let me know if I'm right or not, but I think because we did see in the thumbnail, which is a spoiler, but we all saw it a while ago, that Gus was also on one of the thumbnails for Better Call Saul. So I'm kind of wondering if somehow he's involved, because we know down the road, like, you know, they're all connected. So I wonder if he was watching or one of his guys was watching. That's my crazy...
Yeah, but wouldn't you want your rival dead?
That's right.
Because you might start a war, too. I don't know, because they do work. I know, you're right, but he has the North, right? And then they have the South, so they want to do business with both. So if they're both making money off of each other, you kind of have to have that intense, like, but okay relationship.
Yeah, you might.
That's right. Yeah.
But who knows? I'm probably totally wrong. That's just a guess.
I
that
don't
have.
know.
Oh,
Anything
Who
is
was it?
possible.
That'd be so cool if I'm right. I don't know.
gosh.
I don't think it might be
That
Gus
would be-
himself, but it might be someone else watching, or just one of Nacho's guys, like you said. Or Nacho. He was just so fast. There was a tunnel underground. He went
Or
right
maybe
under.
it's Tuco.
Can you imagine? No, I know he's freaking
Looking at him.
scary, but
That's
he's
right.
so basic. Yeah, like he wouldn't.
I'm
be
out
like,
of jail.
He wouldn't be like, don't. Yeah, he just
You
comes
weren't
out.
going to get my
right,
uncle,
yeah.
were you?
Man. All right.
Oh
Well,
my
good
gosh.
show. And I know we're going to keep guessing. I can't wait to see what happens, and hopefully we'll find out soon who that was. I mean, Mike is even
boy, I
shocked.
guess
Like,
so.
who snuck up on me and did this? But luckily his car was far
Yeah.
enough away where everyone else didn't turn heads and go, oh, there's another car out here? Whose car is that? You know?
Yeah, and the horn's
Yeah.
blowing. Okay, go out there and
Yeah.
scope it out.
I did have a friend where I used to work who had some issue, and I can't remember what it was, but it was something silly, but she couldn't fix it herself. Like, it was actually a hard fix. She had an old car. I think it was a Subaru, a wagon, I think, or something. But anyways, like, it had some kind of weird wire connection, and the horn would just randomly go off. And she felt so bad because she's so nice. Not that anyone wants to do that, but having a horn go off that's so loud is obnoxious. And she gets so flustered because she'd run out and try to figure out how to stop it, but it was really hard to reach. And she finally was able to get the wire cut or something to make it stop doing that. But then she didn't have a horn for a short amount of time, but it just would go off on its own. It was an older car, so I kind of thought maybe Mike was having that same issue, but I don't know. Yeah, so we saw that.
No,
big branch
no,
there.
no, it wasn't.
No, then we saw that, and then I was like, yeah.
Stick,
But
yeah.
before I'm like, well, maybe it was just like bad luck or something, or in the heat too.
like
Who
the
knows?
worst opportunity. The worst
Yeah.
time.
No, so
Yeah.
yeah, that was definitely intentional, as you know, with the branch and all
Yeah.
that. But anywho, can keep talking about it. Love you guys. Please subscribe. Do you guys want to add anything else?
Where's that guy? He could be anywhere at close
Oh, yeah,
proximity
that's
to Mike.
scary.
It's still running just like in the
no.
flats because it's like as far as the eyes could see. So thank you guys, and
gosh.
we'll see you very soon as always. Bye guys.
Bye.